So, Vladimir Fartin and Putin is going to be there forever, or is he going to be challenged? At some point, at any point, he locks up his political opponents to make sure that he's there forever. And then Trump called and congratulated him for cheating his way in. So, Vladimir Putin and Putin. That's horrible. I'm so immature. Lord have mercy. Jesus. How bad is it when you sit in a room by yourself and make your own self laugh? But this is for you. I do this for you. So, Vladimir Fartin and Putin. Mind you, Queen of Cups, isn't that what everybody gets for Russia? It's right there. I always get, because see, I don't really have Russia cards. Actually, I do, and it came up too. This is my overseas card. This is what we always use for Russia. Six of Swords. I didn't even look at it. Okay, well, so Russia. I always get the Emperor for Vladimir Putin. So we got Russia. And money. Once they get tired of being sick and poor because he keeps stealing all their money, kind of like North Korea, then he'll have a, what is the place called? North Korea is now stuck in my head, and it is definitely not what I'm trying to say. It's not Hong Kong. Where's the place where all the protests are right now? I'm asking you like you can answer. Hell, I did a reading on it, and it's still not. Is it Hong Kong? Anyway, once they get tired of him basically stealing everything from them, then he'll have a protest on his hands, is what I was trying to say. Anyway, I think they're starting to protest now, but it doesn't mean a whole lot. King of Cups. Once his support system fails, that's another thing. Knight of Cups. Now, he is seen by some to be a powerful person in the land of Russia. Everybody doesn't hate him. It's kind of like here. Donald Trump doesn't do anything for his base either, and yet they still like him. It's kind of like that. Like, he steals their money, and they're like, oh, but Putin is so strong and tough against this. Get out of here. So, there's the Knight of Swords. Yeah, he is seen as the chivalrous one. The charming romantic with the Knight of Cups and the chivalry with the Knight of Swords. They see him as a big deal. And then some see him as the Three of Swords, and then there's the Emperor. As a thief with the heartbreak and betrayal. And then Vladimir Putin. So he's got two sides of the coin. I don't think one has a majority. Well, does one have a majority? Yeah, he's greatly disliked, but he is powerful in the ways of government because he has created the rules to make himself that way. Because I get what I say, is he liked or disliked in the majority? Bad news, but then you have Ace of Cups, so this is the feeling, but he is still the Hierophant. So he's in a position of power, but the majority does not like him. But he has the fringe, like Donald Trump, that just love him. Because he's tough. Tough like an old fart. The Fool, in the fierce position, I'll leave that there. Three of Pentacles in the, oh no, what is that? Six of Pentacles. That's in the hopes. So I need more, I get more because of who he is. The environment, Judgment. Once they get tired of just laying there and taking it, this might get bloody. A revolt against Putin might get bloody. I almost called him Trump. Nine of Pentacles, security. Once his security is breached, or once they once they get tired enough, I think the Russian people themselves could overthrow Putin. Page of Pentacles. The youth. That's who you need to watch. I'm pretty sure you are. The Empress was upside down, even though I don't have reverse cards. Interesting. It's already starting then. Huh. That just gave me a little chill. So there's a Six of Swords, a transition, because death follows it. A major change. So, flipping the Empress back up, let's take a look. No, just look at Putin. Let's just look at him. What's going on around him? Who is he? What's going on? Because, yeah. He seems to be impervious. At least to the electorate. Like, what are they going to do to him? So let's just take a look at what's going on around you right now. Let's get a signifier from the bottom. Tower. Mercy. And we'll just go around him. Four of Swords. Queen of Wands. Ace of Cups. Nine of Cups. Seven of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. Ace of Swords. Eight of Wands. Three of Cups. Two of Cups. Six of Cups. The Sun. And the Chariot. So around you, is the Tower, where you are the Tower. So there's some ugliness around you. Oh, and then you have the Queen of Wands, which is, I feel, a court of some sort. I feel very courtish energy from that. It brings you not a victory. With the Ace of Swords, to me, is a victory card, but it brings you a decision. It brings you a well, you should call it sanction, but sanction is not what I mean. It brings you a hindrance. I'll call it that. Oddly enough, I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Let me pause for the calls. Ace of Swords has the crown on it, yes. Victory, truth, clarity. This is the original. All my decks are based upon the Rider-Waite, so this is what it looks like originally. Based upon the Sokabula, actually, but anyway. Buka, I think it's called. But his sword of triumph and truth is covered by all kinds of things. There's a snake and a crown. So there's some good and some bad. The Ace of Cups is a new emotion. You have evoked. But I don't think you invoked it in the right people. These people have means and resources that you don't need to fool with. They have the money. They also have the power to restrict you. So maybe these are your oligarchs. Seven of Swords. And the Chariot. Seven of Swords is sneaky and the Chariot is moving forward. There's a rest period with the Four of Swords. And nostalgia, celebration, union, and clarity. So, the Tower and the Courts. Communicating. They bring you a judgment. It's over a person. So someone is involved in this judgment, but it brings a hindrance. It brings something good and something bad. So it may just be publicity that's bad, but there are people around you that hold purse strings. You do fear them. So I think these are your bosses. Because it's definitely not the Russian people. In your hopes to get away, to sneak away. Your environments moving forward with the Chariots. And then a rest period. So you are about to go through maybe some legal battle you might have over there. Your warning is nostalgia. Like I said, the youth is your biggest opponent. And then some light is going to be shed upon your alliances. I think that's where the good and the bad come from. But let's say, so Donald Trump has what? A year? Because we're going into 2020. So give Vladimir, say, another 5 years. Will you be the president in 5 years? Five of Swords. Win at all costs. Bully tactics. Skewering his political opponents. Laying waste to them. Even. We know he's not above that. Justice. Fairness and balance. In Russia. The Lovers. That's in the past. Five of Cups. Regret and sorrow. Also in the past. And that good old tower comes back to see you. It's on your mind. So I think there's something going on with him personally that he feels might take him down. which is probably why he gets the Ace of Swords with the truth and the clarity, giving him something good, something bad. So it's kind of like, well, we're not going to take you down, but you can't do this and this and this again. So something good, something bad. Queen of Wands. So there she is again with the courts. It's in your future. So yeah, you got a court case or something coming. In your fear is the Eight of Wands. So you fear the message. The Hermit is in your environment, searching for answers, isolation. In your hopes is the Page of Wands. So you hope for good news. The Queen of Pentacles is your outcome. So I believe in 5 years, he will still be there. Barring, and I don't wish this on anybody, although he is a murderer, but barring any accidents, the devil will remain. I'll keep that to myself. Fingers crossed, I have to say it again.